I love it. But I love it. Yeah, I love it, girl. Can't feel my face and I'm with you. But I love it. But I love it. Okay, let me grab my other phone. Make a little swap out. Go. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. We are up and running. Okay. I checked my phone for a second to see if audio's running and it sort of went silent for a little bit. I'm like, fuck! But audio is good. Adam Sard isn't playing right. I'm aware. I remember making the thumbnail, right? And I actually remembered just before when I was putting the thumbnail in, I saw Adam Sard there. I'm like, fuck. That's a little bit unfortunate, but it doesn't really matter too much, does it? Doesn't matter too much. W thumbnail. Doesn't matter though. At least I got the club right. It's not as bad as if I put bloody Nick Dacos there instead. Get unbranded though. Hope you're going well. G'day, Scoops. I guess everyone put your predictions in the chat. This is an absolutely amazing game. This is an intense game for Collingwood supporters and Carlton supporters. So, what I'm actually going to do, real quick, I just want to show you guys something. Alright. Put me there. Alright, look at this. Alright. Now, for the random games, we'll just go like favourites. So, Hawthorn. Now, West Coast Carlton. We need West Coast to win. Alright. Then we go Lions. Then we go St Kilda to beat Carlton. Then we go Geelong. Then Hawthorn. Right. Then we go Collingwood to beat Melbourne. This game doesn't really affect us, but I guess we go Richmond to beat Gold Coast. Sydney to beat Adelaide. Yeah, these games don't really matter. And then we get Port Adelaide to beat Fremantle. And we finish in the 8. Right, but if we go to previous game, it's not going to let me, is it? Yeah, it's not going to let me. But if Fremantle were to beat Port Adelaide there, we would finish 9th and Fremantle would finish in the 8. So that's why Carlton losing this game could be massive for us. Carlton by 27 points. Sorry, mate. Hope not. Long time since we spoke, exactly. Imagine Collingwood choke next week. It's not necessarily a choke. Well, we don't know if it will be a choke or not, but g'day Coast Club from Optus. G'day Coast Club friends. Coast Club's friend that he's with. Watching game in the living room. My mum can hear you. Hello, Wales mum. Hope things are going well. No way Hawks choke a 50-point lead. What is the scores for that game? What the fuck? 78 to 41. Richmond could win that still. It's not over for the Tigers. They're still very much in the game. Shut up, she was walking to me. Haha. Sorry about the chewing. That's probably really loud in the mic, isn't it? Alright. I need to stop eating when I'm on camera. Where is Raid banned? Where is Raid banned? Look weird. Out it? Where is Raid banned? What do you mean Raid banned? My second last comment. Keep it PG. Sport fans' mum is listening, exactly. He's talking about headband? Does he usually wear a headband though? I feel like he doesn't. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Oh, he does? Okay. My dad could walk any second to me. Okay. Let me go through my tips so far for this week, alright? So how my tips are going and who I've tipped for the games that are currently on. So currently I've got 4 out of 7 correct. I tipped the Swans to beat Essendon by 18. Then I tipped Gold Coast to beat Melbourne, so that was incorrect. Then I tipped GWS to beat Fremantle, which was correct. I tipped Brisbane to beat Collingwood. I need to start backing us in more often, which Collingwood obviously won by 1. Then I tipped Geelong to beat St Kilda, which was wrong. Then I tipped Port Adelaide to beat Adelaide. Then Bulldogs to beat North Melbourne and Hawthorn to beat Richmond. And then I've gone West Coast for this game. Gone West Coast for this game. I have faith in West Coast today. I have faith in them. So sorry if I leave. All good. G'day Shahil. Good to see you again. Come on the Eagles. That's exactly right. AFL edits Lucas. I tipped so much upsets. I went every favourite, I think, besides West Coast. Oh no, West Coast is favorite. I think I actually went every favourite this week. Tipped Crows and Essendon. Jesus. Carlton definitely winning now. Shannon just jinxed it on Cardi's chat. Oh no. We believe. I believe in West Coast. I believe in West Coast. You watching the Hawks game? No, I watched a little bit of it before, but it was a bit of a blur. And then, yeah, apparently Richmond are slowly making their way back up to make it a bit of a closer game. Why don't you have an Eagles jersey? I just don't have one. So, but Harley Reid's basically the Eagles, right? So, AFL talks, you need to pray to not choke. We are winning. Carlton's season is over. Oh no. Bloody hell, Shannon. So, oh no, never mind. I was about to say if Carlton lose this, we go ahead of them, but no, percentage is pretty bad. Like our percentage is pretty bad, so we don't actually go ahead of them, no matter how much they lose by. But yeah, I'll definitely have a West Coast jumper by next year. By next year's season, when I'll do my next West Coast Eagles watch along that I do, which will probably be next year, unless I somehow choose to do one next week, I will have a West Coast Eagles jersey. I can guarantee that. Broncos fans are supporting West Coast in Andrew Gaff's last game. Crazy. Yeah. Why didn't Ryan hug Gav? It wasn't a man hug. What do you mean it wasn't a man hug, mate? My second favourite team is GWS. My second favourite's probably the Bulldogs. Wait, if I turn this ring light... No, we're keeping that on. I'm going to see how the lighting was, but it's pretty bad. Who was out on the wall? I'll give you a hug, man. I'll give you a man hug. That is Harley Reid on the wall, though. Probably can't really see it that well, but camera's much better. Yeah, my last one was pretty shit. I still have the last one just in case I need to use it, but that's just in case I'm desperate. Did you print it? Yeah, I printed it. Alright. First quarter getting underway now. Up the fucking Eagles. Come on. Come on, the Eagles. Shannon's. Oh, fuck me, Shannon. Nice thumbnail. Shut up, mate. I forgot he wasn't playing, okay? I forgot Sard's the rain. Oh, piss off. And Carlton are going to have the first shot on goal. Their forward line is what was worrying for them going into this game, and now he's already going to have a shot on goal here. Trust me, Eagles will lose. We're getting hyped up too much. Yeah, but this is a must win. I need the Eagles to get up. Boo! Boo! From directly in front, he's missed! What a shank. How embarrassing. Jesus. Come on, get the ball to Waterman or Oscar Allen or maybe even Dom Sheet at this point. Short mark by the Eagles. I could have kicked that. Bloody Bo Tyler from East Sunbury could have kicked that. It's another mark by the Eagles. Have you ever cherry picked? Over what? The Eagles. Kick it down the wing. Can't get the mark. That was touched. Cripps takes a mark. Someone needs to tag Cripps. They need to be able to stop Cripps. Someone needs to tag Cripps. Oh, they've dropped a mark inside 50, the Carlton Blues. It's going to be a ball up inside 50. Very, very risky. It's going to be a ball up right in front of goals. Eagles win their hit outs, but don't do too much with it. It's going to be another ball up right in front of goals, even closer. We stand at the goals and wait to score a goal. What? As if you've let him mark that, by the way. Cripps is getting 40, it looks like. Looks like it. May as well give him the brown, though. Carlton lining up from goal. Oh, it didn't even go for goal here. And turns it over to Jimby. Kicks it over to Luke Ryan. Not Luke Ryan, Liam Ryan. Gotta mark those. Gotta mark those! He's marked it. True and experienced fan. I do it because I'm always a backman. Tackle him. The Eagles. Liam Ryan should have tried to keep it in, but chose not to. Throws it in. Rucks go at it. Eagles win the hit out. Carlton running up the wing. They might get the first goal here. Plays on with the handball. They're going to get the first goal here, the Blues. Unless Reid. Oh, Reid gets the handball away and goes out of bounds for a boundary throw in. I just uploaded a new history of the QAF. Yeah, I think I saw you put a community post out saying that you're going to post that soon. Ali's coming to Geelong. Tour is next week. Throwing it in. Eagles win the head outs. Cripps. Handball away. No, they can't let the Blues going to get a goal here. The Blues will get a goal here unless they can escape it. West Coast. Kick it. And it's a mark. That's another mark by the Eagles. Another mark. This time by Kelly. Tim Kelly. Oh, it's been touched. Carlton. Take a mark. They don't. They've actually dropped that. Quick ball movement, but they constantly keep fumbling. Kelly, the handball away, but unfortunately turns it over to the Blues. The Blues may get inside 50 here. They probably will, and they'll probably get a goal out of it too. They go for it. And they've taken a mark. Blake Acres takes a mark. He's going to have a shot on goal here. Oh, it's a mark. Yeah, they're going for a review, but it's very clearly a mark. It's very clearly a mark. Yeah, that's the most. Yeah, they just reviewed it because you hadn't touched the ground, so they weren't sure because the umpires can be 2 centimeters away from it and still have no clue what's going on. Could you imagine if Akers missed this? He won't, but could you imagine if he did? But yeah, Blake Acres most likely to be the first goal scorer. Going to be snapping it from literally right next to the goalpost. You'd be very, very shocked if he was to miss this as a very experienced player like himself, and he's missed. That is quite shocking. Can't keep J Tomo is Nick's biggest fan telling the truth. What? Well, I go for West Coast. So you're making out. Oh. Waitering. That's got to be holding the ball. Won't be because he passed the boundary. But Nick's biggest fan goes for Carlton. Sport fan. Ollie Reid. That's got to be high ump, and it will be. Ollie Reid looking for options. Hasn't had too many coming at him, so he's just got to thump it inside 50 and hope for the best. Nobody can take the mark here. Carlton. Escape West Coast 50, and it's going to be a mark. Someone lead at him. Someone lead at him. Kicks it inside 50 and kicks it to nobody useful. Scrallen's been knocked to the floor before even having the ball. Thought Akers kicked it on the full. Nah, he didn't. See Pommy clip by him. Nah, I don't think I'm subscribed to Unbranded. Goes it up. Carlton in the hit out. Oh, Liam Ryan's missed his boot. Gonna be a bowl up. Gonna be a bowl up right near goals. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be another bowl up. We were so crap. Yeah, he just weren't the greatest, were he is. Throws it up. West Coast. Oh! Oh! Is it a goal? Oh, he's missed. Ah, Jesus. Come on, the Eagles. Come on, the Eagles. Soccer scoreline. Oh, no. This is going to be bad. Oh, no. Oh, he's just going to line up for goal. I'd be very surprised if he was to miss this. Well, assuming he goes for it. You'd probably expect him to kick it. Well, is it as good as a player he is? You'd probably assume he kicks it. Matthew Owies, 85 career goal. This would be for goal 86. To kick the first goal of the game. Carlton are due a goal, but West Coast are probably due one soon too. Matthew Owies has lined up. And he's... Oh, it's a mark! West Coast take a mark. Towards the wing. Wiedering will take a mark. Yeah, I don't have an answer for that, Sport fan. But Oscar Allen free kick. Led by a mark on the wing. West Coast needing to do something very, very soon as Carlton had so many missed opportunities. So, we're probably going to kick one sooner or later. West Coast, bumping it forwards. Take a mark. One more mark. Hopefully inside 50. Should get them a goal. Eagles have marked! I've taken the mark. I said to Coast Club, I actually said to Coast Club in my stream before that Jake Waterman will be the first goal scorer, and now Jake Waterman's going to be the first one to line up for goal. I also said Waterman with 4 goals. By the way. Jake Waterman's kicked the first goal of the game and to put West Coast Eagles in front. Jake Waterman. Lining up. From 45 out. It's a goal! Up the fucking Eagles. Coast Club, I told you. I actually told you, Coast Club, that it was going to be Waterman who kicks the first goal. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That puts Waterman 4th on the leaderboard, the Coleman leaderboard. Then a bounce. Carlton. Grab it out of the hit out. West Coast need to take the possession here as Carlton is playing a little game of handball. And that'll be a ball up here. Throws it up. West Coast from the hit out. Sincotta kicks down the line. West Coast. Carlton free kick. You taking the piss? Hold of the man. He wasn't near him. Carlton kicking inside 50. And if that's not... Yeah, I was going to say, if the Carlton one was a free kick, then that West Coast one has to be a free kick. Wait. Oh, I thought they were giving the ball to Carlton. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with his umpiring? It's not. 10 minutes to go. We've only seen 1 goal so far. Let's hope West Coast can kick another. Bumping it forwards. The Eagles can't take a mark. They get the handball away though. Waterman taps it forwards. Kicks inside 50. Wiedering will take the ball. Gets the handball away. Playing inside West Coast 50 here. This could be a mark. Good marking contest, but he's been pushed to the ground. Wow, can't wait for the 24-hour stream tonight. Never going to happen. West Coast. Jinby grabs the ball. It's going to be a ball up. TV's just frozen for whatever reason. West Coast dump it inside 50. It's going to find the boundary line, unfortunately. Yep. Dang. Alright, throws it in. West Coast when they hit out. It's going to be a ball up here. Throws it up. Carlton when they hit out. And it's going to be a ball up. Yep. Pitch invade. Really? I haven't seen it yet. Maybe I missed it. But they usually stop the game when there's a pitch invade. That was you, Whale. You said West Coast snapper goals. It's missed. Are you sure? Are you sure it was a pitch invade, Sport Fan? Because it wasn't. I didn't see it. No, Sport Fan. The past doesn't exist. Gets handball by Tim Kelly. Jeremy McGovern handles it on the ground. Then take a mark. Gets it inside 50. I need a mark here. Waterman can't get it. And Waterman free kick. Waterman free kick to kick his second of the game. You'd probably be surprised if he missed this. He's had one disposal, one mark, and one goal. Jake Waterman's second goal of the game has been scored. Crowd doesn't react. I know, I could literally only hear Coast Club just then. That was so soft. It was front on contact though, Skipper. You have to understand that. I'm eating a cookie, Sport Fan. My mum just made cookies, so she brought in 2 for me. West Coast skip the pick up, and it is a tackle. Yeah, but what else can Young do there? I don't know, tackle him from behind, which probably would have been paid pushing the back. It's a biscuit. It's a cookie. Ryan, that's got to be high contact, yeah? It's not going to be. West Coast, get the handball away. Liam Ryan. It's the kick away. West Coast can't quite take the mark. Goes out of bounds for boundary throw. Free kick West Coast again. It was young Buck. West Coast when they hit out. Now approaching inside 50. The Eagles need a mark here. That's holding the man up! How was that not holding the man? And Carlton take a mark. Imagine a pitch invader got the ball and ran off. I didn't see the pitch invader. You're saying there was, but I didn't see one. Goes out of bounds for a boundary throw in. A coach car in front of me went to the gate and he was going to pitch invade and he did it during the play. Did he? But did you see that CJ? There's a sign that says. Shouldn't have even read that. Skipper, you do realise though. Skipper, you do realise I'm a Pies fan, right? And I need West Coast to win this game if Collingwood are to make that. That is high though. I just saw what you mean. But I'm not going to side with you, Skipper, because I want West Coast to win so we can make finals. But obviously, I know this game does affect your season. Carlton want to let Collingwood cry. You have to admit when it's there, though. Yeah, no, that was definitely a free kick that was meant to be paid, but I guess the umpire just didn't see his arm wrap around his neck. And West Coast take a mark. Play on with the handball. Kick it down the line, and it's a mark. Liam Duggan kicks it, and now it's a mark. Kicks it far down the line where he finds boundary line. We were playing small today. Expected a storm. Fucking clear as day, son. Yeah, Ghost Club was telling me rumours about how this game was going to get delayed because of how bad the weather was. Throws it in. Carlton win the head out. Barely. West Coast take possession. Get the handball away, but barely. Ali Reid. Handball off. Reid nutmegs him. Side 50 for the Blues. This could be their first goal of the game, potentially. Yep, it will be. And it's through. And Carlton kick their first goal of the game. Scores could genuinely be tied by the end of this quarter. We call Matthew Kennedy Bam Bam. My dad thinks I'm listening to the radio. Yeah, but you basically are. My commentary's just that good. Cripps gets the handball off. Reid gets the pick up. Gets the handball away. Reed's gone down. Cripps gets the kick, and it's a mark. Plays on with the handball. Kicks down the line, and he finds a mark. Carlton going to take another shot on goal here. Someone has to kick 10 against West Coast. It's going to be Kennedy. Well, we'll see about that. 47 out. Matthew Kennedy has missed. I probably would have been fuming if Kennedy kicked that. As for this game, I will be jumping on the West Coast bandwagon. Kicks down the line, and Carlton take a mark. Blues. Carlton! Oh, Ryan. Ryan! Oh, what a beautiful kick. What a fucking beautiful kick to Waterman. What a fucking beautiful kick to Waterman. Oh my god, Liam Ryan. Fucking gun, Liam Ryan. What a fucking good kick. Oh my god, Liam Ryan. I cannot get over it. I'm not going to get over how good that fucking kick was. Waterman. Lining up to kick his third goal of the day. 37 metres out. Jake Waterman has absolutely shanked that. And it's going to be a bowl up right in front of the Eagles girls. Both on Coast Cup levels. West Coast. Mate, I need to. You do not understand how much this game means to me. Now that Collingwood are still a chance at finals, I am going to be getting on these other teams' bandwagons. For the next couple of weeks, I am a Collingwood supporter, West Coast supporter, Port Adelaide supporter, and a St Kilda supporter. Oh, Gaff. Are you 15 or 4? I'm 14. I do understand, but there's a chance of Carlton Collingwood elimination final. There is a chance, which I actually wouldn't really mind. I actually wouldn't mind that simply because I'd like to go to the Collingwood because realistically, if Collingwood were to make finals, they'll probably get out either week 1 or week 2 of the finals, right? And I'd like to watch them in person, right? I don't really want to watch them on the TV because it's not as good. But yeah, I'd like to go to a final in Victoria. So I think our really only chance currently, if Carlton don't make it, would probably be Bulldogs or Hawthorn to have a Victorian final. But like literally week 1 of the finals, we might not even have a single Victorian final. Like not even like Collingwood. Like they might just all be interstate. Yeah, it would be sick. I've never been to a Collingwood Carlton final, and in fact, from memory, I don't think I've ever been to a Collingwood final. So every time we've made finals, I've never been able to get there. So I'll definitely be able to get to finals this year, regardless of whether or not we make it. And could go through, but it doesn't hit the post. I need to be smart here with this next kick, though. 34 seconds to go. West Coast could very much get a late one. Brereton missed 2. Yeah, that's why we need Port Adelaide to beat Fremantle. Reed tries to go for another specky, but can't quite get it. Oh, that's high contact! Yeah, well, it was high contact regardless, but yeah. Inside 50. Ah, bloody hell. Carlton take a mark. May as well update it to say a goal, right? May as well update it to say 16 points. Brody Kemp lining up to kick one after the siren during the first quarter. 2 points the margin. Well, assuming he kicked 6, which I'd be surprised if he didn't. Carlton lining up the goal from pretty close. Brody Kemp has kicked. Game of the round on. I guess so. Guess so. Never mind, Kemp's going to kick 10. Yeah, fair enough. Kerno's not going to do it. Someone has to do it. Stream's not going too well, but it's just because other people are streaming it. Streaming the game, which is alright. Probably get views over time if it ends up being a good game. Let's check stats for this game so far. Coast Guard has hyped us up too much. Bloody Shannon jinxed Shannon jinxed. He said in Cardi's chat that West Coast are going to beat Carlton by 44. Shannon bloody jinxed. Alright, leading in AFL fancy points is George Herritt with 34. Leading in goals and behinds is Jake Wardman with 2. Leading in disposals is Patrick Cripps with 11, so he'll probably get 3 votes today. Leading in kicks is Elijah Hollands with 6. Leading in handballs is George Herritt with 8. Leading in marks is Liam Duggan. Edwards, Hugh, Witherden, Akers, and Elijah Hollands all with 3. Leading in tackles is Cripps with Jamie Cripps with 6. Leading in houts is Bailey Williams with 10. I'm happy but disappointed with that quarter. Yeah, you sort of gave it away in that final moments. G'day again, good quarter by us, to be honest. CJ, it's 2 points the difference, no need to be disappointed. Anyway, I'm lagging too much there. Yeah, all good. And West Coast currently have 2 more free kicks than Carlton. So, what's everyone's thoughts on that quarter? Because I don't know how to feel about it. I don't think they should have let Carlton get that goal at the end there, but it is what it is. But if I want flag pies 2024 to happen, then I'm going to have to let West Coast win this. We are Desire. Desire. How's my new video going now? It was at 8 of 10 last time I checked it, which was in my last stream. So now it is 6 of 10. So it's getting there. It's not going too bad, actually. Any more? What's the engagement like? Not very high. Alrighty. I suppose wait for the next quarter, which is really something I needed to say, to be honest. Oh. Need something to fiddle with while chat isn't talking. Yeah, I'd prefer if I wasn't sitting by myself during quarter time. I'd prefer if someone would say something, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think this should be a big quarter for both teams. Obviously, Carlton hoping to extend that lead by a little bit more, and West Coast hoping to take that lead back, because realistically they shouldn't have let Carlton kicked that goal at the end there, but it is what it is, and if it means that the final margin by the final sign is 2 points, and that's their fault. But it's not over yet. It's only the first quarter, and 2 points is the difference. So, very, very possible for West Coast to win this. They're definitely not out of it just yet. So, they can have a big second quarter. Flag prize is still on. But at this point in time, flag prize has came to an end. West Coast can take the lead by from 1 point. Flag prize is back on. But let's see. How many Pack got in? My views have not been great, which is sort of surprising with a game like this. He's got 50 in, yeah. It's a Sunday stream though, so I guess you shouldn't expect too much, but I thought with a game like... You know what my streams usually do? Usually with my streams, right, they do, like my watch-along streams, they usually do really well first half, like in the first half, right? Then in the third quarter, my views go down really, really, go down like heaps. And then in the fourth quarter, they go up, like it hits it hits the peak. Black Coast Club. All right. Anyway, second quarter getting underway right now. Come on, the Eagles. Handball away. Duggan. That's definitely a high tackle. It is. Gets the kick away inside 50. Oh, it slipped right through his hands. Duggan! Not Duggan. Ryan. Sure, that was a shit handball. And West Coast slipped right through their hands. You can't be dropping them. You can't be dropping them because now Carlton have just gotten a goal because you dropped that mark. Bloody hell, West Coast have a shit backline. Nearly worse than Collingwood's. They need to be marking those, though, if they want to... Yeah, they can't be dropping marks in the backline, especially easy ones like that. Camp's got to... Yeah, but West Coast shouldn't have dropped that mark there. That's one of the easier marks that's going to come to him today, so... You can't be marking those. You probably got a lot more. You probably got a lot more goals coming. I get that sometimes it just slips through your hands, but you got to be marking those. But they did. So on them, but you can't be dropping marks in the back line because then that is a perfect example of why you can't be dropping marks in the back line. Because one drop mark can give the other team a goal, which is exactly what happened just there. Yeah, but Brody Kemp's got 2 goals now. He's kicked the 2 most recent goals, actually. Oh, that's an unlucky bounce there. Now Carlton thumping it back inside 50. And it's going to be a ball up. Did you say the same sentence about 8 times? Yeah. I do that occasionally. Throws it up. Carlton with the hit out. Reed gets the pick up. Gets the handball away. Jimby handballs it. Oh, you just can't turn those over, though. You just can't turn those over. West Coast, kick it towards the wing. Just kick and hope. Kick and hope. That's all that kick was. Now, McGovern thumping it inside 50. And West Coast, the same blokes dropped the mark. It's going to be a throw up. This is blasphemy. Throws it up. Carlton nutmegs him. It's going to be another ball up here. And after moving the ball quickly here, been smothered off the boot. You need to get it out of there. It's run too far. Won't be. Bloody hell, this is shit. Bloody hell, West Coast just... If there was a stat for fumbles, I'd love to see how many fumbles West Coast have. Because it'd be insane how much they've fumbled. G'day Boston, hope you're going well. Carlton cannot take a mark. What? How's it a free kick? Anyway, Cripps free kick inside 50. Well, free kick outside 50, kicking it inside 50. And Kennedy takes a mark, kicks it again inside 50. It's a mark directly in front. He's not going to miss this. Cooper Lord. He's not going to miss this from directly in front. But you never know, I guess. Obviously, the younger players do tend to miss the easier ones, and obviously this is his debut, so this will be his first career goal if it does go through, but I think the distance is what's worrying. Usually these young players probably do have the accuracy, it just comes down to whether or not he has the distance. Cooper Lord kick his first ever career goal in game number 1. He's kicked that too. Actually, he's missed. Never mind, looks good. It looks good off the boot. Unfortunately, it's not looking good for us at this stage. Yeah, we need West Coast to win this. They just keep fumbling and they keep turning the ball over. That's free kick, bump! Holding free kick, turns it over, not turns it over, handballs it over to Jimby. And that's a perfect example of fumbles! Jesus Christ. They'll get another goal here, Carlton. That's a throw! It's not gonna be. That should be a free kick, but it won't be. Bad luck, Lordy. Yeah. You had to give it a go. West Coast win the head out. It's going to be a ball up. Dogs and Hawks has... Oh, yeah. Carlton line up for goal! It's missed. Trying not to beat... I'm trying not to favour the commentary over the West Coast, but when you want a team to win badly, it's almost like it's Collingwood versus Carlton right now. Like, I'm getting frustrated when West Coast fuck stuff up, but not as frustrated as if it was Collingwood. Like, every fumble Collingwood would do, I'd be screaming. Ryan takes a mark. He needs to lead at him! Lead at him! Lead at him! Someone needs to lead, he can't just... Oh, there we... It's a mark by Reed. Fuck, it's Reed. Someone else probably would have dropped that, to be honest. Tim Kelly takes a mark. You can't just keep doing these short chip kicks, though. That's a thing, because eventually you're going to fuck it up. But you can't kick long, because no one can take a mark if the kick's too powerful. Exactly what I mean here. Let's hope for a ball up, I guess. Yeah, that's a ball up there. You're the best fan TV in the AFL community. And commentator. G'day Zayden, hope you're going well. Goes it up. Reed gets the pick up, gets the handball away. Don't know how he got that away, but he did. Someone needs to tackle him, but they won't. And it's, as if he's dropped that. Yeah, good to see you again, Zayden. Throws it in. Oh, West Coast have missed the ball. And Carlton back inside 50. I'll probably take a mark here. That's going to be holding the man for sure, but it won't be. Surprisingly, Surprisingly, I can't even say that right now because surprisingly in the first quarter it seems as if the umpires are favouring towards the West Coast, giving them constant free kicks and then not paying free kicks to Carlton. And although Carlton haven't received too many free kicks in this quarter, there's been so many instances where West Coast should have gotten free kicks and weren't paid. So it seems as if it's sort of the opposite from the first quarter, but wouldn't necessarily saying that. I'm not necessarily saying that Carlton are getting favoured though. Just saying West Coast aren't getting paid the free kicks they deserve. Do you have Dabmos? And McGovern caught up in a tackle. Goes it up. Reed handballs it away. Had no prior, and it's going to be a ball up. He had no prior! That's shit umpiring. Even Skipper has to admit that. That is some shit umpiring. He received the ball and then got tackled instantly. Yes, he ran a few steps, but that was after he had his... He was wrapped up in a tackle. There's nothing he could have done there. I don't know how that's holding the ball. Jeremy McGovern. Huh? Up the dogs. Up the dogs for today, I guess. Do you recommend you'll be in the AFL? Nah. Oh, I'll be close. Risky kick there, and they've turned it straight over. Do West Coast understand? I'm going to change my tip. Do by any chance, do West Coast understand that to win the game, they have to punch, tackle, and score? Because those three things seem to be what they are avoiding doing, in a way. But yeah, I think that's So Corey Durden line out the goal. He's not missing this. It's the easiest goal you can probably have. Yeah, he's kicked it. So yeah, those are only the really three tips I can give to West Coast. Yeah, when there's a marking contest, instead of just staring at the ball, you can probably just jump up and punch so they can stop the other person from scoring. Yeah, when there's someone right next to you and just running past you, you could maybe like try and wrap your arms around them and just like fall to the ground with them, and that'll be paid a tackle, and you're just going to get thrown. It's going to get thrown up. Yeah, and then I think a really good thing for your forwards is probably just to get the ball in their hands and then kick and go for goal. Because like when you go for goal, you get this thing called points on the scoreboard. If it hits the middle, if it goes through the middle, you usually get 6 points added to your score. And if you just get the ones next to them, then that'll just be 1 point. Yeah, so I think you probably want to aim for the middle ones. That's what I reckon. Why was you listening to Coast Club, Jeff Mo? You should have kept a tip. Average guy forgot to credit me in his latest video. Have you made that video before, have you, Skipper? Okay, ball up inside West Coast 50. Fuck you, Coast Club. I made the thumbnail. Okay. Carlton smothered off the boots, but still had possession. It's probably kicking a danger there, but that's dropping the ball. That's freaky Carly Reid. Okay, I don't understand how after all that's a Carlton free kick, but it's what it is. Umpires, at the end of the day, are going to have a team that they like more, so And Carlton take a mark outside 50. And West Coast take a mark too. Duggan. Liam Duggan. Kicks it down the line and take a mark here, but nearly turns it over. And it's going to be a boundary throw in. Never mind. Oscar Allen free kicky. Must have been on the full, but I don't think it was. How have you let Wiedering mark that? I was literally just saying before, you need to punch it. If there's someone that you've got, if you're in a marking contest with someone and you do not think you're going to win the marking contest, you fucking punch. You're not winning a marking contest against fucking Wiedering. And you're also not winning a marking contest against fucking Crips. You don't mark this, that's shocking. There we go. Are you able to take some mark in the back line? You can't say that West Coast have been getting it up the Anoons lately. Anoos lately. I don't even know what that means. Is that a record for 6 injuries in a game from Carlton? Maybe. They're not marking this. Reid takes possession. Kicks it down the line. It's going to be a shit kick. Harley Reid. He's probably the last person I'd say would kick it on the floor, but he's done exactly that. Jesus Christ, that's got to be deliberate. West Coast's going to need a goal, and they're going to need it soon. Throwing it in. West Coast when they hit outs. They need to stop these fumbles, I'll tell ya. Cripps, handball off. And that is going to be a boundary throw in. But actually, Coast Club get out of his seat and leave. Probably. Man, at last night's game at Brisbane Collingwood, when I was there, with 10 minutes to go, I saw Collingwood supporters leave the game. And that's going to be holding the ball, you'd think. Never mind, umpire plays play on, and that's shockingly bad. That is shockingly bad umpiring. Mate, Kelly was holding his arm back. How is that ball, supposedly? Oh, it was Pate holding the ball for West Coast just before. Just like, and I think it might have been the first quarter or either at the start, maybe at the start of this quarter. Yeah, West Coast had the ball, and one of your blokes came over to him, tackled him, right, and holding his arm back, but it was holding the ball. So yeah, realistically, if that's holding the ball, then both of them should have been holding the ball. I don't think the West Coast one should have been holding the ball, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think the West Coast one should have been holding the ball, but you gotta be fair though. So kicking goals in Nick's Beef's fan was hidden by Cardman 22. Fair enough, I guess. And West Coast will take a mark. You like basketball? It's alright, I guess. You'd probably think by my background, you'd probably think by like the stuff in the background that I'm decently into basketball. That was way out of bounds. Yeah, that would have been shockingly bad umpiring if that was play on. Fuck me. The lightings went really bad there. Sorry, guys. You're a West Coast supporter today. Remember, your brain is weird to think positively towards West Coast. Your brain also automatically has Collingwood chip that makes you dislike Carlton. Yeah, exactly right, Skipper. Yeah, it's better. Liam Ryan. It's gonna be a tackle. Fuck me. What has happened? Here we go. Oh my god, this isn't working anymore. Oh, should be better now. Skipper's been timed out for 10 seconds. The Blues take a mark in the back line, quickly playing with the handball, quickly moving up the wing here. Looking for an option. Take a mark. And gonna go. That's out. Okay then. Seven minutes and 11 seconds to go. Carlton just scored it behind. West Coast needs some sort of score, and they need it soon. Here's J-Bot 1000. That is so bad. West Coast, kick up the wing. Oh, Ryan! Jack Darling took the mark anyway, but Liam Ryan nearly just took a great mark. So the replay on that, yeah, that's good. But couldn't get the mark though. And they keep getting free. The thing is, every time West Coast get free kicks, right? Things the free kick count is probably decently even. But the thing is, when West Coast get the free kicks, they don't use them well. They kick the ball and just turn them straight over. I think is this a West Coast free kick? No, Carlton. Carlton free kick. Patrick Cripps. Jesus. Can't be that bad if it made you laugh. Still bad though. Carlton have actually done something shit with their free kicks for once. Thing is, yeah, Carlton get free kicks just as much as West Coast, right? But Carlton actually have a good side and know how to use free kicks. Way that helps them. Air ball up here. So 54 them, and oh my god, their backline can't take a mark. West Coast, their marking is so bad in the backline. Like they're so lucky they've missed that. They are so lucky Carlton missed that. West Coast has to win for Collingwood, exactly right. But fortunately, West Coast aren't very good in their backline. Their forwards is what was supposed to be killing them this game, and fortunately, that's not going to be the case. It reminds me of Black Do You Want. That is so bad too. You and Skipper. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, that's the shittest handball I've ever seen. But Reed's backed that up and turned it over. And Carlton, Akers kicks it inside 50. Who's free kick? Who's free kick? Whoever's free kick it is, I want to see the replay because I don't know why. Oh, he's free kick for what? For bumping him. You think it's game over. I get that it's only the second quarter and there's still another half of football to go, but you probably think it's game over now. You'd probably think it's game over now. West Coast haven't even kicked a goal this quarter. And considering how bad their backline has been and probably their midfield too, you'd probably think it's game over already. Coast are winning humbled. What is he saying this week? It reminds me of when they Coast up by. No, blame Shannon. He was saying in bloody Cardi's chats that West Coast are going to win by 44. Blame Shannon. Shannon's the one that jinxed us. Jinxed West Coast, I should say. That's why I never back in Collingwood to win games. I never back in Collingwood to win games because I always get my hopes up. I always say I have faith in them and then they always lose. It's usually the games where I don't have faith in them, they win. West Coast supporters, AFL talks, no walk. Carlton, kick it inside 50. Not going to be paid a mark. McGovern, Jimby. There's nothing he could have done there. Good ball up. Black, I go away, what you want. I told you, 5'11". Luckily, he reached the boundary line because that probably would have been holding the ball if he didn't. No. CJ, it's not all Coast Club's fault. It's just simply the better side won at the end of the day. But West Coast don't realise how this was the AFL's so-called game of the rounds, was it? AFL's so-called game of the rounds? West Coast don't realise how many teams' season they're affecting right now. We do have to realise they nearly lost to North Melbourne bloody last week. There was never a chance they were beating Carlton. We have to realise that. I kept saying to Coast Club, it's still West Coast Carlton. There's no chance Carlton are losing to this. It'd be quite embarrassing if they did, and we go. Carlton have scored the last 6 goals of the game. They've only kicked 6. Ever since Carlton scored that first goal, they've been unstoppable. AFL wanted the game of the round. We wanted defying the script. Exactly right. Carlton loses, Freo lose, and we win. We make the 8. Well, yeah, but we need Carlton to lose this game still. Fine, that might be West Coast's first mark in the backline. That actually might be West Coast's first mark in the backline. Sorry, first contested mark in the backline. Probably still make it if Freo loses. No, I don't think we do. No, I actually don't think we do because you have a higher percentage than us. So I don't think we can get past you unless you lose the next two. I have a Carlton, so shut up. No, I'm not saying. Just be a UCAT and Henchy hater, and you're good. Right, yo. West Coast are scoreless this quarter. There's 2 minutes to go. West Coast may go scoreless this quarter. No points, no goals. West Coast, McGovern takes a mark. And that kick could have killed Reed, but should have been 50 there, but wasn't. To mark. West Coast. Be smart with the kick. Why would you kick it to him? You're so lucky he's marks that. Free kick! West Coast free kick! Piss off, that's a free kick. That should be West Coast free. Actually, no, it shouldn't be anyone's free kick. They both took each other to the ground. They both took each other to the ground. It shouldn't be anyone's free kick. It's just big. Okay. But handing the football back to Carlton on. Yeah, well, let's hope that's. Well, McGovern was limping, so realistically he should be going off right now. So that could be good for a little bit. $35 unless West Coast can get a late one. They had a chance for a goal there, but they had to hand away a free kick. What was the point in even doing that, to be honest? What was the point of him taking him to the fucking... If he didn't take him to the ground, there's a chance for a West Coast goal right before the siren. There still is a chance, but they're not very good footballers, West Coast. And that's a perfect example of why they aren't. Actually, they don't fumble the shit out of this. Gaff, not the greatest kick in the world, and turns it straight over. West Coast are so shit at this sport. They're currently making North Melbourne look like good footballers. 4 seconds to go. It's going to throw it in. May as well update it to say half time, and may as well update the scores to say full time at this point. Throws it in. 3, 2, 1. There goes the siren. Bloody hell, this is a shit game to watch. I wish I didn't stream this game because I'm about to see our season come to an end, unfortunately. I'm about to see Collingwood's season come to an end right in front of me. You were the most unloyal fan ever. We have to. We have to do this. I'm about to show West Coast what they've done to our fucking season. That's what West Coast just did to our fucking season. Let that sink in, West Coast. We shall make the 8 if we lose next week. It's not over, but we'll need It's over though. It realistically it is over. We're in the exact same situation as last week. Yeah, but last week was against North Melbourne though. This is Carlton we're talking about. Carlton Fair's booed Harley Reid. Well, that's what that's what supporters usually do. They usually boo all the good players. League and AFL fantasy points is George Herritt with 78. I think goals and behinds. It's a two-way tie between Kemp and Kennedy with 2 goals. Leading disposals is Patrick Cripps with 21 disposals already. 21 disposals already. And seconds, George Herritt with 20. Leading in kicks is Kennedy with 11. Leading in handballs is Chris with 15. Leading in marks is Newman with 6. Leading in tackles is Jamie Cripps with 9. And leading in hitouts is Bailey Williams with 20. And free kicks are tied 9-9. Going to be a fake fan. Wait, CJ, you're at the game, aren't you? I actually realised that. CJ's at the game. Just clicks to me now that he's at the game. But I get that it's not over yet. I get that it's a 31-point difference, and it's technically not game over, but you'd probably think West Coast don't come back from this. But there's still 2 more quarters of football to go, and hopefully West Coast can have a massive turnaround. When you do what the Saints did yesterday, I can't hear you because of the music. YMCA, gonna see you go. YMCA. I don't even know what we can do for halftime because we already did Warpool today. Not doing footy numbers because that's sort of dead in a way, and I'm shit at it. So, but I don't have enough to say about this game, so I think it's something to do. We don't have enough people in the chat to just do it of just chatting, do we? Halftime entertainment. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do for halftime entertainment. Fortunately, because can't do Warple. We're not doing footy numbers, and there's not really anything else we can do since we don't have too many people in chat anyway. Dun, 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 dun. I guess. See if anyone in chat wants to share their opinions on the game. Feel free to. Um. But I'm just gonna do a few things first before we actually stuck into it. Okay. Let's actually go through like more advanced bloody stats. So we're probably gonna say a few more of the same stats again, but I'd like to see. bit more of the stats. Way. Alright, leading out for fantasy points is George Howard with 78. Second is Matthew Kennedy with 69. And third is Patrick Cripps with 59. Leading in goals is Jake Waterman, then Matthew Kennedy and Brody Kemp with 2. Leading behind is Sam Walsh with 2, Jack Williams with 1, and Mark Pitternet with 1. Leading disposals is Patrick Cripps with 21, then George Howard with 20, and then Matthew Kennedy with 15. Leading in kicks is Matthew Kennedy with 11, then Elijah Hollins with 8, and then Andrew Gaff with 8. Leading in handballs, Patrick Cripps with 15, then George Howard with 13, and Harley Reid with 9. Marks is Nick Newman with 6, then it goes Liam Duggan with 5, and Harry Edwards with 4. Tackles is Jamie Cripps with 9, second is George Howard with 7, and third is Jack with 6. Not this again. I'll fix lighting in a second, guys. Bailey J. Williams is leading in hitouts with 21. Second is Mark Pissonet with 15. And third is Jack Williams with 6. Clearances, Mark Pistonet's winning that with 6. Then Harley Reid with 4. And Patrick Cripps with 4. Meters gained, Elliot Yeo leads that with 266. Then George Howard with 267. Then Nick Newman with 255. Goal assists, Elliot Yeo in first with 1, then Zach Williams with 1, and then Matthew Owens with 1. Time on ground, top 3 is Lewis Young with 100, then Jacob Weavering with 100, and then Jack Darling with 98. Check some team stats, I suppose, since I get that halftime isn't very entertaining for you guys, as we don't have anyone in currently. Well, we do have technically our people in, but not many. For disposals, as you can see, Carlton winning that by a fair amount. I'd like to see the mark count, because I feel like that'd be very low. I find it hard to believe that West Coast have higher disposal efficiency, but efficiency it's like 50. That is shockingly bad. So cold at the footy. Yeah, weather must be bad over there. Hit outs, clearances. Where's marks? I'd like to see marks. As if West Coast have more marks. How about contested marks? As if you have more contested marks. That's sort of surprising. See, based on these stats, you'd probably think West Coast wouldn't be this much down. You know what? I'm gonna call my mum, and actually, no, I'll call my sister. No, I'll call my mum. I'm gonna call my mum because she's probably with the rest of my family. I'm gonna tell her that our seasons came to an end. Mum.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Our season's finished.
It is.
Fucking cunts.
Let me have a thing.
I guess. Are you watching the game?
No.
Oh, yeah. Cool, just thought I'd let you know. Oh, good. She didn't seem to care that much, if I'm being honest. Bloody hell, our viewers have gone down massively. Can't believe we resulted to this, but you know, chat's dead when you're pulling out. You know, chat's dead when you're pulling out the Wordle. You know, chat's dead when you're pulling out the Wordle. Games. Pallets. Is that a word? It is. Large. I know it's not large, but I'd like to see if that's yeah. Okay, so LA play play. So it can't be. This is interesting. This is an interesting word. Um, there's a C and a K in here for sure. Later, it can't be later. Blackie, is that a word? Okay, well, LA. Walkie? Walkie's not a word, is it? That's not a word. Lanky. There you go. Um, call it the higher and lower. I haven't done higher and low end. Is AFL even still on here? Sports. Where's AFL? I think they've taken AFL. Oh no, they haven't. No. I'm about to say I think they've taken AFL off here. Okay. Clive. Jesus. Not a great start. Play again. That's right. Gives you ads, doesn't it? So you have to refresh if we want to play again. I'll go Gary Lyon. Gary Lyon again, I reckon. Peter. Yeah. I know he had a decent amount. I didn't know how many, though. Do we reckon Bolton? I reckon Bolton. Fuck. Oh, never mind. Tony. Yeah. Sure. Tony. Yeah, come on. Like it's Craig Scholl. Jesus. They both didn't have too many, I guess. I'll go Scott Lucas. That was just stupid of me, wasn't it? Oh, Bernie. That's an easy one for me. Easy one. It'll probably be Bernie again, assuming we get him again. Yep. Justin. Yeah, I know he didn't have too many. Oh, Matthew Larkin. That was close. G'day, Jimbo. What a game by those. What a game by those Kangas, right? How about those Kangas? Oh, that was shockingly bad football, Jimbo. But you got to support the club throughout good and bad stages, I guess. Fuck. Paul Chapman. Paul Chapman. Yeah. I'm assuming you were at the game, Jimbo. I'd assume. Maybe not. Maybe you had something on. You simply didn't want to go. Cameron Ling. Fuck, I'm bad at this game. You were, sadly. It's no good. You started off the game alright, though. That's the thing. You started off the game alright, and then all of a sudden, the second quarter, you just. It's a different side. Jeff again. Jesus, that was close. 10 goals in it. Lee Matthews, easy. Since Collingwood out of finals, 48-hour punishment stream. Nah. Fuck, that was stupid of me. Oh, they both had high. Too stupid. Actually. technically Collingwood aren't out of it just yet, I guess. I guess technically West Coast could still win it from here. Don't see it happening, but there's definitely still a chance. Fuck, this is going to be close, isn't it? I'll get Mark Murphy, I guess. Daryl White, easy. Really not easy. Actually, Tony. Yeah, I wasn't too sure how many he had, so I was like, Anthony Rocco, easy. Still says Lindsay. What? Gary Hocking. Dick Lee. Jeff Farmer has a little bit more than I thought he did. Oscar Allen? That was stupid. That was actually one of the stupidest. That is one of the stupidest ones I've done. Why did I go Oscar Allen? That may be the stupidest one I've done. That's probably the stupidest one I've gotten so far. Kevin Barlett. Quarter's getting underway shortly, which is sort of good because half time's been sort of dead. But yeah, we'll just do this one game and then we'll. Okay, well, we may as well go full screen again. Third quarter about to get underway. Anyone that wants to share their predictions for the rest of this game? Do we think we'll see a West Coast come back? This is the quarter that matters, though. This is the quarter that matters. West Coast have to prove themselves this quarter. They certainly have to prove themselves this quarter. Let's update it, say third quarter. Ready? They just put too much pressure on the Eagles, didn't they? Everyone was hyping the Eagles up all week, and then the pressure just got to them. Fortunately, that's the case, though. Third quarter, premiership quarter. Exactly right. Exactly right. Premiership quarter. West Coast, gonna have to do something special here. Centre bounce. Carlton. Turn it over to Kelly. Harley Reid. Fans him off! Oh, go for goal, please. 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 As if no one tried to mark that. Why did no one even attempt to mark that? That's shocking. That's shocking teamwork. Oh, it didn't hit the post, mate. You'd know if it hit the post. Don't go to score review. That clearly did not hit the post. You don't need to review that. Don't need to review that. McGovern kicks it, and the greatest kick in the world. Oh, but they slipped over. Reid sockers it to Carlton's advantage. Motlop. You'd think they'd be holding the ball, but it wasn't. And not Carlton, West Coast take a mark in the back line. Kicking it, and Drop the mark. Probably one of the easier marks you could have taken. Oh, what a play. They need to get a goal out of this. This has been a great play. If they can get a goal out of this, that backs it up even more. No good. Red ball up inside 50 for the Eagles. They need to win the hit out and then hopefully do something smart with it. Get the handball away. Kelly! Oh. Bloody hell. Alright, Liam Ryan's going to have a kick to get inside 50. And the mark. It's kind of annoying. I am kind of annoyed at Coast Club for fucking me over with this tip. Well, Jamie Cripps line up to goal. This could be West Coast's first goal since first quarter. Yeah, West Coast definitely need to prove themselves this quarter, so they're going to need this goal here. But if he misses, could be pretty bad for the Eagles going into the rest of the game. Jamie Cripps, though, lining up for goal. Come on, buddy. You got this. That's a good kick. That's a good kick. West Coast kick another. There we go. Just what we needed. Just what West Coast needed. I need to stop saying we as if I'm a West Coast supporter, but I guess today I am one. 4 goals down they are. If they can kick the next one, this could be massive. Be a massive start of the comeback. Alright. It's going to go back in the middle now for a centre bounce. Honestly, just tap it to Harley Reid. He'll win the clearance for you, and you'll be all good for another goal. Be a free kick. No, rolling it back. I was going to say, don't really know whose free kick that would be there. Throws it up. West Coast. Get a tackle, and it's going to be on the ball up. Throws it up. Carlton. Get the kick down the wing. We're going to need a mark here, Eagles. They take one. Quickly get the kick away. And they'll take another mark. Oh, he's dropped that. They need to stop dropping these marks. The easy ones, they... If that's a free kick, Carlton, that's bullshit. That is such a shit call. I don't know what the free kick was for. And that... What's that free kick for? They just showed the replay. Nothing happened. I see what they were referring to, but that's not a free kick. That's a mark. That's a... Oh my god. He had the ball long enough for it to be paid a mark. So I don't know why it wasn't. West Coast. They're out of bounds, and it's going to be a boundary throw in. Throws it in. West Coast in the hit out. Carlton. Kick it down the line. Take a mark. Eagles. The Eagles need to know that they're allowed to contest a marking contest. Like, if it's a marking contest, you're allowed to go up for a mark. Like, literally that. Why did he just chase? He could have tried to at least mark that, but he just He could have at least tried to punch it, maybe even try and take a mark potentially, but instead just let him mark that, and now he's going to kick a goal here. I may as well update it. At this point, I may as well just update it to say a goal. Nothing worse than streaming a shit Sunday game. You'd assume he kicks it. I've already updated the score, so I don't really want to update it again. $30 points, and that could be the sealer. Jesus Christ, West Coast are a bad football club. Jesus Christ. West Coast are currently making North Melbourne look like a good side. And Carlton with the head out. They get the kick away, and as if he's dropped that mark. They should get the tackle here, but he doesn't. This is bad football by the Eagles, but good football by the Blues. In fact, it's not even good football by the Blues, it's just West Coast making it look good. That's a goal there, and that's shocking football by the Blues. That is shockingly bad football by the Blues. That is some of the worst football. That is some of the worst football I've seen by a club in ages. There's no way the Eagles have just let them score that. Literally, all he had to do is get a finger on it. He was 2 centimeters away from the ball. He just had to reach down, touch it, chose not to, and now the Eagles have locked in the Blues have locked in the win. And this fucking thing keeps turning off. Yep. This is not the greatest day, is it? It's a shit game of football. Collingwood seasons came to an end, and we've got 2 people in the chat, and I'm talking to nobody. Tim Kelly gets the kick away. Carlton gets the short kick away, and Kelly takes a mark. West Coast get the handball away. It's one of the worst handballs you'll see. Oh! Missed. Had a chance to be a good goal, but didn't end up getting one. They needed that goal desperately, and fortunately that would be the reason they lose the game. Oh, that's such a shit kick too. You can't be in the AFL and then kick the ball like that. You can't make a professional AFL football league and then have a kick like that. That's like someone from bloody East Sunbury making the AFL. Throws it up. West Coast grabbed it out of the ball up, and Duggan. Oh, it's good. It's a very lucky bounce, and should have been West Coast free kick, but it won't be because umpire at the end of the day, they support a team as well, and that is one of the worst calls you'll ever see. Patrick Cripps free kick. That is one of the worst calls you ever see. At the end of the day, the umpire's going to have a favourite team, and that team's never going to be the team that loses. At the end of the day, the umpire has a team that they want to win. That'll be the team that wins, no matter what. Unfortunately, in this case, it's Carlton, but still, West. It's not even. You can't even say that it's bad umpiring. You can't even say that it's just the umpiring, simply because West Coast were just given a free kick and nearly kicked it on the full. Nearly kicked it on the full and only kicks the ball 5 meters when trying to kick 20 meters. So that's the perfect example of a bad club. Like, I think North Melbourne would beat West Coast again. They would have versed right now. They would have versed this week. I don't know how West Coast beat North Melbourne. North Melbourne are easily the better side. Easily. So I don't know what happened because I didn't watch the game. But considering West Coast supporters were getting really, really cocky about this game. West Coast supporters were getting overly confident about this game, and now they're going to have to witness something that no team wishes to witness. And Kelly gets the handball away. Jimby. West Coast need to take possession. This is such bad umpiring, mate. This is such bad West Coast, literally every time they get the chance to go for goal, umpire decides they want to give a free kick away. This is such bad umpiring. I don't even like to use the word match fixing, but it sort of is at this point. I don't like using the word match fixing, but in a way, it sort of is. Yes, West Coast aren't playing their greatest football, but every scoring opportunity they're given, a free kick gets handed to Carlton. It's hard to win a game when the umpires are sort of against you. As a Collingwood supporter, I know what it's like. And it's not even like it's high scoring either. That's why I've got no one in chat because no one's kicking goals. Carlton with the head out. West Coast with the dribbler. Turn it over to the Blues as always. And Sincotta gets the handball away. Kicks the wing to mark. Carlton can mark, but West Coast can't. And this is such shit football by the Eagles. That is some poor football by the Eagles. If we win here, I'd be shocked. Always hope. You're not winning it from here, CJ. I'd be surprised if you score another goal this game, to be honest. It's just that every scoring opportunity you got. Yes, you guys are playing shit football. I'll admit you that. Okay, you guys are making North Melbourne look good. Okay, you're generally making North Melbourne look good. But every scoring opportunity you have had this quarter, you have given away a free kick. So it's sort of the umpire's fault, and it's sort of your fault too. I really wish I could just end the stream here, but I'm not going to back out of this stream. It's just like the chat's shit, the game's shit, Collingwood's shit. I just end it. You're getting these handy points here, Carlton. Carlton get the handball away. Kicks it towards 50. West Coast get the handball off. Duggan. That's a mark. Take it slow. You always take it fast and you turn the ball over constantly. That's the shittest kick. That was your shittest option. You had so many open players and you choose to go to the one person that has a player on him. That's such shit gameplay. And we've got one in chat. We're streaming to one viewer. Carlton, get the handball off. Now, they should get another goal here, the Blues. Never mind. West Coast have actually taken a contested mark. Yeah, Nick Spears fan, mate. Not in the mood. Fuck me, mate. Liam Ryan, the handball off. You're lucky that was. Oh my god! There's three of yous! There's three of yous and you can't do shit! Fuck me. There was fucking three West Coast players there. One dropped the mark, one fumbled the backup, and then the other one, after letting Carlton take possession, couldn't land a fucking tackle. Bloody hell. At this point, they're making North Melbourne look like a premiership winning side. And Carlton free kick as always. Patrick Cripps, I'd like to know how many free kicks he's been given just for himself. Fuck me. This is West Coast supporters' fault for getting so cocky to the point where West Coast just go into this game expecting they're going to win it. West Coast has had too much fucking pressure going into this game because everyone was hyping them up. And West Coast get the handball off. Oh my god, how many fumbles have West Coast had this game? I actually want someone on social media or something to go back and rewatch this game and count how many fumbles West Coast had during this game. Because I'd like to know. Because it'd be nearly triple. It'd be nearly triple Carlton's. Fuck! That's holding the man umpire! Oh, they had the goal opportunity, but they chose. When he streams Eagles, they get smashed. Yeah, the Eagles are making North Melbourne look like a premiership winning side. Fuck me. Well, they've taken a mark directly in front. May as well update it already. You'd be shocked if you missed this. Ah, fuck. And he's kicked it. No surprise there. The Jags on my curse. Take it easy. It's not like this game controls if you make finals. And CJ's biggest fan has been hidden from the channel. Carlton win another clearance, and they've taken a mark. Collingwood do all this. Collingwood do all this fucking hard work. Collingwood do all this fucking hard work to be given the chance to make finals this year. And fucking West Coast have to fuck us over. It's annoying you, CJ. You guys were never making finals. Collingwood had a chance until this fucking game. Fuck. Actually makes no sense right now, Shahill. Carlton. Get the kick down the line. West Coast cannot take a mark to save their lives. Gonna be a boundary throw up. Not boundary, it's just gonna be a ball up. Fuck me. They're so no, not where. Collingwood are fucking good side as of lately. West Coast are one of the shittest sides in the fucking league who are fucking up our season right now. Gonna be a ball up. And it's a mark. Kicking it down the line. No one can quite take the mark. West Coast currently have as many goals as Brody Kemp, surprisingly, seeing as he's a defender turned forward. Fucking West Coast are fucking up Collingwood's season. There's no coming back from this. I just want this game to be over so I can end this fucking stream. Now inside 50 for the Eagles. They can't do shit inside 50, so now it's going to be a ball up. They also can't win a head out to save their lives. Along the wing. That should be on the full, but it won't be because it's Carlton. Boundary throw in here. West Coast win the head out. Nearly holding the ball, but got the handball away. And Because it's in the back line. West Coast aren't going to be able to do anything with it, and Carlton's got an upcoming goal coming. Yep. And Duggan take possession. Ball up inside Carlton's 50. Never mind, Carlton free kick as always. No surprise there. Williams has been subbed off over at the West Coast Eagles, and Petrocelli's been subbed on. West Coast against Carlton need to be inch perfect. They've butchered the most winnable of games. I trusted Coast Club. He was that confident to the point where I gave West Coast. No, literally, Coast Club was so confident in West Coast winning this game to the point where I gave them the benefit of the doubt. And now, I have to witness Collingwood's season come to an end on live stream. Not by 100 points, mate, but they'll win by a fair bit. Fortunately, that's what it's gonna have to come to. I haven't even been able to take they have not been able to kick even a goal this quarter. West Coast get it inside 50 and turn it straight over. And should be free kick West Coast, you'd think, but umpire doesn't really like the West Coast Eagles, so they're choosing to throw it in instead. Imagine being a West Coast enjoyer. I'm certainly not a West Coast enjoyer. And turns it straight over to the Blues. Eagles. Handball off. Bring down the wing. And as always, when they try to go long, no West Coast player in sight. The problem with West Coast, they just kick and hope. They can't do that. Yeah, occasionally it works, but 1 out of 10 times it actually hits someone. Nearly into set mark, and it's what's happened? What? What the fuck? Well, if that's a free kick, Carlton, that's the biggest fucking piss take. If that's a Carlton free kick, that's the biggest fucking piss take. As if he went for an intercept mark and he dropped it. Anyway, they've turned it straight over, and now Harley Reid's lining up the goal. This could be the West Coast Eagles' first goal of the half. Harley Reid. To at least make the losing margin a little bit closer. Harley Reid lining up for goal. You'd probably expect him to kick it from directly in front, but you never know these days. And he shanked the shit out of it and may go on the full. And Harley Reid kicks his either second or third behind of the game, and that goal, kicking that goal, maybe could have given them a little bit of hope, but now, because of Harley Reid, the Eagles have lost it. The Pies finished the season in 9th, and somehow we've let Carlton find their way into the 8. They won't be in the 8 after this game, I don't think, but they will be by the end of the season. Inside 50 for the Eagles. Allen's dropped the mark. Okay, yeah, that's a bowl up easily. That's actually easily. That is the easiest. That's the most visible bowl up, right? Like the Carlton players got him in the headlock, right? So that's just a bowl up, right? That's a fair tackle. What a shit kick by Harley Reid. That was a shot and goal too. That was an attempt at goal, and that's shockingly bad by a player like Harley Reid. That's got to be deliberate, you'd think. But when it comes down to the umpire making the final call, it's always going to be a bowl up if it's Carlton that kicks it out of bounds. We will only be in the eights by the end of this week. We will be in the eight by the end of this week. Oh, okay. Last game. Which, no offense, Skipper, but mate, talk about the umpires as a Collingwood supporter. As a Collingwood supporter, this year, if anything, the umpires have been against us. The umpires have been shit this game for sure. They've been easily favouring you guys, but at the end of the day, the West Coast wouldn't be in front anyway, as they've been playing some of the worst football I've seen from them all season. I'm not saying it's all the umpires' fault, but they've made some shocking calls. They should have paid some free kicks to West Coast, and they didn't receive them. And Carlton definitely got some free kicks that they didn't necessarily deserve. So, all right. Leading AFL fantasy points is George Herritt with 105. Leading goals behind is Brody Kemp, 3 goals at 1. Leading in disposals is Patrick Cripps with 31. Leading in kicks is Liam Duggan with 16. Leading in handballs is Patrick Cripps with 19. Leading in marks is Newman with 9. Leading in tackles is Jamie Cripps with 10. Leading in hitouts is Bailey Williams with 29. Free kick count is surprisingly closer than I thought, with it being 11 to 15. But I guess considering how shit West Coast are at kicking the ball, their free kicks don't really matter too much for them. I'm not up and about anything really. Beating the Eagles isn't a big accomplishment. It sort of is putting them in the. No, but Scoops, it sort of is a big accomplishment considering that they are going into the 8s, but that's it as an accomplishment, Scoops. We shouldn't have to beat the Eagles to be back in the 8. I don't. No offense, Skipper, but I don't think Carlton deserves to make finals this year. They went from the top 4 to being outside the 8 in like the matter like in the time space of like 5 weeks. Same as Essendon. Which I get. I think Collingwood did something similar, but we've been shit all season. We started off the season shit and we're finishing the season shit. We had like a good game. We had like a good couple games, like maybe a good 5 or so games, and then like we only just got over the line against North Melbourne. Completely agree with you, but I still want to. Yeah, no doubt. As a Carlton supporter, you'd be wanting to make the 8, but yeah. Like if Essendon were to make the finals, I wouldn't even consider going to that game. Like I want to go to no matter what the matchup is, I'm going to a Victorian final if it's there. But like let's say it's fucking Essendon in there, I don't even think I would go. That's like the only team I wouldn't attend their final. We're making the 8. I'm gonna go jump. The one time I want these stupid hacks to win, they get smashed. I'm a jump now. Don't do that right. Footy might cause an earthquake. Joking, obviously. The stream's done shit. The game's been shit. 10 goal comeback incoming for West Coast. Do you imagine? But I guarantee you, Skipper, West Coast would be given 10 shots on goal this quarter. We'll be given 10 shots on goal this quarter. and we'll kick maybe 4 or 5 of them. They won't be able to kick all 10. Even if they're all from the goal square. Even if they're all from the goal square. He was so cocky. Coach Club was so cocky as well before that. He was. He actually yelled at me. He was mad. He actually, you want to know something? He took away my fucking moderator on his channel because I tipped Carlton. Coach Club, look at their lineup. It's trash. Eagles proceed to get smashed by 54 points. Cooper's on track for another 3 votes too. Yeah. Cooper's had a pretty poor last couple of weeks, but he's definitely redeemed himself after this week. Realistically, I think the Brown lies between Cripps and Dacos. I think Lockie Neal's had a pretty poor last couple of weeks. He'll still rack up the votes though. But I think Cripps comes first, Dacos comes second. Yeah, cheers. Cheers, Razor, for that. I think it's that. Cool couple of weeks. He's been our best player in the dark times of the season. Sorry, he's been a bit quiet the last couple of weeks. I should have said. I think, but I will say, I think out of every great mark by Kelly, to be fair, well, quarter's only just starting for me now, but yeah, realistically, Cripps deserves to win it out of anyone. Out of the 3, Lockie Neal, no, actually out of the 4, Bont, Cripps, Dacos, and Lockie Neal. Out of them 4, realistically, Cripps deserves it to win the most. On the part, yeah. After this game, our win last night becomes irrelevant. Oscar Allen's been able to take a mark. The 10 goal comebacks on. Check if you're up to date with KO. I don't have KO. Oscar Allen lining up for goal. If he shanks this, if the Eagles do somehow want to come back from this, they can't afford to miss even 1 goal this quarter, and Oscar Allen's missed it, and the game's over. Good one, Oscar Allen. Check if you're up. I just watched it on Foxtel. But Foxtel's like a 30-second delay from KO or something like that. And then there's obviously like the 5-10 second delay on this stream. No, Bont deserves it more than Cripps. Nah, I'd say the Bont was better last year. I think the Bont had a better season last year than he did this year. And if he didn't win it last year, then he's not winning it this year. Stand a bit more free kicks going towards the Eagles. But they are pretty shit when they use their free kicks. So they'll probably turn it over here. And that's exactly what they do. Never mind. Umpire didn't pay a mark. And they're not going to pay high contact for Waterman either. Did you read my comment? I think we could still get into the finals if Carlton win. No, if we actually need Carlton to lose this. If Carlton win this, we can't make finals. Like, no matter what, we actually can't. So we're pretty much out of finals now. And Duggan misses this. Okay, that's So think about it like this. They could have kicked 2 goals already, the Eagles. They could have kicked that one there, which Duggan missed, and then they could have kicked one with Oscar Allen, which he missed. That's 2 goals they could have had. And they missed both of them. I'm actually going to count. I said to Skipper, West Coast will be given 10 attempts at goals, and they'll only kick like 4 of them. I'm counting. They've had 2 so far. I mean, nah, they're not winning from here. G'day, Avery, though. Blues get the kick, and West Coast take a mark. Gaff, in his final game of AFL football, gets the short kick away to Kelly. If there's anyone that's coming back from this margin, it's Collingwood, and Collingwood aren't playing, unfortunately. What if we win against Melbourne? What will happen there? Nothing. If Carlton win this game, the highest we can finish is 9th. Carlton win this, the highest we can finish is 9th. Fortunately. I'm done. White Coast Club Y. Fuck off, Samson, mates. I'm not gonna answer your call if I'm on stream. It always takes a mark. For his first goal, is it? Oh, well, this is his first game, isn't it? This is his first game, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, it would be his first goal, wouldn't it? If he kicks this. But yeah, Moya lining up for goal. Ashton Moya lining up to kick his first ever career goal. And missed. I'm done with football now. Can't stand in the moment. So yeah, all good. Carlton should get another goal here, and fortunately, this is the ball when going for the handball. What the fuck is me last week? Yeah. You know what'll actually piss me off though? If every other game goes our way, right? If we beat Melbourne, Carlton lose to St Kilda, and then Port Adelaide beat Fremantle. If all that happens, I'll actually be pissed off about fucking West Coast Carlton. Because every game would have went our way except this one. I'll actually be fucking fuming. But it doesn't matter. We were robbed this season anyway. It should have been a 50-metre penalty against the Sydney game, and if it was paid 50 metres, we would currently be sitting in the 8s. I think we would drop out anyway because Carlton would, I think, go ahead of us. We'd finish the round in 9th, and we just needed the 3 games to go our way next week. So obviously regular TV is then KO about 15 seconds delay, then Foxtel about 25 to 30 seconds. Yeah, pretty much. Mate, my uncle's Pie supporter. He said it shouldn't have come to that 50 or the 5-goal lead. Yeah, it shouldn't have came to that 50, but it did, and we weren't given it. That was our season on the line. That was the goal that costed us our season. Yes, we shouldn't have given up that 5-goal lead, but at the end of the day, we had a chance to win the game there, and the umpire didn't give it to us. You should get KO. Good investment, I made. Yeah, maybe. Gonna be behind there. Bloody hell, Razor Footy, I hate your club. Collingwood have to beat Melbourne by 200 plus and Hawthorn to lose to North Melbourne and Carlton lose to the Saints. And his second goal ever. His kicks a goal. What a shit game of football. I'm not even in the mood to celebrate an accomplishment like that, Skipper. Unfortunately. When you think about it, West Coast have kind of fucked the Pies' chances of just like that. We fucked them in the grand final. Reed kicks it inside 50 and goes through from behind. Is anyone watching the game? Harley Reid kicked from outside 50 and like only just missed it, and you see, and it cuts to Harley Reid and he's like, I can't fucking kick. I don't know if anyone's watching the game, but if you skip back a little bit when it cuts to Harley Reid, it's fucking funny. Harley's I saw that, yeah. Well, he sort of is selling in a way. Harley Reid's selling, and he also isn't selling at the same time. Because West Coast are just expecting Harley Reid to do everything for them, which he sort of is. Every good thing that West Coast have done today, Harley Reid has had some sort of involvement with it. But Harley Reid also missed like 3 or 4 goals today, so he's selling in a way, and he's also not selling in a way. But you'd think in the Brownlow, no West Coast player deserves to get a vote. It's going to be a ball up here. West Coast get the kick down the wing. Wiedering gives the kick away. Slips right through the hands of Darling. And goes out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Coming into the final 10 minutes, you'd be thinking West Coast are hoping to make the margin a little bit closer, or not that it really matters, but maybe kick a few goals, make the margin not as much of a smashing. I need to find a way to keep this light on without connecting it to my laptop. Because I've got this light, right? That helps the brightness and shit, but I can't connect it to my laptop because my laptop can't handle too many fucking things plugged in, right? Because it starts overheating, then my stream does fucking stuff that's not great. So I decided to connect it to my PlayStation instead. But my PlayStation keeps turning itself off, so I need to find a different thing to connect it to. With that percentage, we can overtake Hawthorn. At the end of the day, and realistically, the way this season started, Hawthorn should be bottom 3, and Carlton, Collingwood, and Essendon should all be contenders for the granny this year. But fortunately, it's sort of the other way around. Well, not really the other way around because Carlton, Collingwood, Hawthorn aren't going to finish bottom 4. But what an amazing first goal from Moya. Yeah. You should do a round review live stream. That's what I'm thinking about, like doing the next season, like a proper round review, like not just like what Chris does, like just chatting plus then just quickly goes through the round. Like I actually like next year I'm thinking about actually making that something I do every Sunday night where I just do a proper stream going full in depth for like every single game of the season. Or every single game of the rounds. Big 3 fell off, they said. Nah, Carlton just left the other behind. Realistically, Carlton aren't. That's just Carlton aren't. You know what? I actually say any team that makes the finals this year. I guess this is the same with every year, but I mean it this time. I actually mean it. Any team that makes the 8 this year is a chance at the granny. Because who's first and second? So second's Port Adelaide, I think, and first is definitely Sydney. Sydney, doubt they're making the granny this year, and West Coast actually kick a goal. Shocking! What a shocker! But yeah, I think any team that goes into the finals this year are a chance at granny. Yeah, I think the highest Hawthorn will probably finish is like 7th or something, but they're a chance at the granny. I think Hawthorn probably do make the granny. Hawthorn Bulldogs or something like that. Maybe Hawthorn Brisbane. Brisbane, I say make that maybe, but then I please say Bulldog. I don't know. Anyone that makes the finals this year are a massive chance at the granny. Sydney, I think, is slowly falling off, but they're definitely still a chance. They were top 4 all year. We can overtake Hawthorn today. Based off percentage, I'm assuming. Allen taps it to Waterman. Waterman gets the handball off. And Ryan free kick. It doesn't even matter if Ryan kicks. Like, they're going to kick. I guarantee you Ryan kicks this, right? Because West Coast, they'll start kicking goals now when it doesn't fucking matter. Liam Ryan lining up for goal. Snapping it. And shanks it. On the full, it does. I guarantee Ryan kicks that. Shut up, Skipper. You cat won't be too happy with the Eagles today. Me and you cat won't be too happy with the Eagles today. Kicks along the wing. And, oh, McGovern. Just gets the handball and it's going to be a ball up. That put Freo 8th now. After the Hawks game, and now this game has put them down to 9th. Yeah, Jesus. Jesus Christ. Jimby. Handball. Kicks it down the line. It's been smothered off the boot. Gets the handball off to absolutely nobody, but Reed gets the pick up. Been taken high, and it's going to be a Harley Reid free kick. Massive fight going on. Me and Nick are going to have a party at the post-granny party at Icon. I hope Carlton don't make the granny, because then that's my chances at going to the granny this year. My chances of going to the granny are a little bit, maybe like 25% chance. And if Carlton make it, it probably goes down to 0. We don't get the handball off. Oh, it's a good mark. Johnston gets the kick off, and takes the mark. I tip Port versus Cats. What? And Allen's shot the mark. To make the granny. If that's the case, I could probably get to the granny. I think most people will be able to get to it. Who in Victoria is going to go to fucking what GWS granny? Cats are not making the granny, mate. I wouldn't mind seeing GWS win the flag this year. And Ryan takes the mark. I guarantee you he kicks this one. Missed it before from a tighter angle. Be given the opportunity to kick it again from closer and from less of an angle, and he's missed it. Fuck me, mate. They are the only Vic side in the top 5, yeah. Marked by the Blues. Led by another. Carlton get the handball off. Pushing the back, you'd think. It won't be. Carlton about to laugh in all Collingwood faces. I can't wait to see what Daniel Gorringe has to say about this game. If the Dogs won 7th, we can win 7/8. Who is that? You know, mate, you know who that is, don't you? Then. And for the Blues. Liam Ryan threw the ball to the ground. Carlton actually don't get that free kick, surprisingly. Quick ball movement. Blues kick it inside 50. That's a great mark by Kemp. You got to give it to him. You got to give it to him. He practically jumped over Duggan. Didn't even make contact with Duggan pretty much. Just literally jumped over him. Oh, it wasn't even Duggan he did it on. Mark of the week? Yeah, maybe. You'd probably think so. It's not a contender for... It's definitely not Mark of the Year, but... Yeah, probably gets Mark of the Week, you'd think. Haven't really seen too many special marks this week. What's that Sally, do you reckon? I don't understand that sentence. That's Brody Kemp's 4th goal. Sally equals celebration, come on. Ah, right, that's right. My bad. Well, Brody Kemp's only kicked 4 goals, so he's still got 6 more to kick, according to Skipper. According to Skipper, he's still got 6 more goals to kick. And Ryan, if he had marked that, he'd make